What sounds extremely wrong, but is actually correct. More people drown in deserts than die of dehydration. How? Flooding. When it floods in deserts, the floods tend to be effing massive due to the lack of drainage. I wonder if it's true for people stranded out in sea too, that more die of dehydration instead of drowning, since it's salt water you can't drink. Maybe if they survived the initial stranding, your eyes are only about halfway up your head. This one effed me up so hard in my high school art class. Are you okay now though? My mom was an artist and showed me this when I was a kid. To draw a face, she'd start with an oval, then mark off halfway down to pick a spot for the eyes. Half of that was the bottom of the nose, half of that was the mouth. I'm uncomfortable now, I'm a monster. You're supposed to turn your traction control off if you're stuck in the snow. The Atlantic entrance to the Panama Canal is further west than the Pacific's. Scotland's national animal is the unicorn, and Wales' national animal is the dragon. I'm kind of pissed that we Englanders only get a parksy lion. Titanope is a real word. Titanope. N-T-T-E-N-O-P, a small quantity of something left over. My girlfriend had breast reduction surgery. Now she has a titanope. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. I had to look that one up. Totally sounded like BS. 100 billion stars in the galaxy. 3 trillion trees on Earth. Damn. So we can cut a couple billion, and it won't matter, right? If a disease infects 2% of a population, and a test is developed that is 95% accurate, and no false negatives, then if you are tested positive, the chance you actually have the disease is only 29%. I better move to Madagascar. Then, we went to the moon, before we put wheels on suitcases. Luggage isn't that heavy on the moon, we are closer to 2040 than to 1990. What the F, stop it. Mushrooms are more closely related to humans than they are to plants. And humans are more closely related to sea cucumbers than to insects. Man, I believe it. I'm always vomiting up every organ in my body as an escape mechanism. Sometimes I do it to get out of awkward conversations, like when I'm confronted about vomiting on friends and family. Oxford University was founded before the Aztec Empire. That explains the sacrifices my parents had to make to pay my tuition. The rarest form of ivory is narwhal ivory. When they were first discovered, it was sold as a unicorn horn, because no one believed in a horned whale. For every human on Earth there are 1.6 million ants. I'm still waiting for mine to be delivered. You didn't get yours. Dude, you're missing out. You haven't got yours. I chose not to get them as a lump sum, so I get a decent shipment every spring. And yet we have so few schools for them. The problem is we keep building the schools at least 3 times too big. The last execution by guillotine in France was in 1977. The same year original Star Wars came out. It's possible to have ice water that is so hot it can literally burn your face off if you went anywhere near it. Ice water so hot. Oh, universe. Ice planets. They're so hot right now. Water has the amazing quality that the solid form is less dense than the liquid. Check out Triple Point if you're interested. But imagine how effed we'd be if lakes, streams and ponds froze from the bottom up. I remember my physics undergrad advisor telling us that the fact that water freezes on the top is the reason that life has made it so far. People took the tube, subway, to watch The Last Hanging in London. Could you imagine being the last effing guy being hung? Wait, so after this there are no more hangings? That is correct. I can't believe you've done this. Also, the London Underground opened during the American Civil War. A million seconds is about 11 days. A billion seconds is about 32 years. And about 1.5 trillion seconds ago, mammoths were walking on the earth. The word strength holds to lexical records as being both the longest monosyllabic word in the English language, and also having the highest ratio of consonants to vowels. The hard to believe part is that it's one syllable. You're completely blind in a spot near the center of each eye, but totally unaware of it. The spot is not particularly small, making it pretty easy to demonstrate. Pierce Brosnan was both the lightest and heaviest actor to play 007. He went from 164 pounds in GoldenEye to 211 pounds in Die Another Day. More like Die Another Day, am I right? All the food in the world is not enough, and now I will spend my Sunday watching those movies to compare body composition of Pierce Brosnan. Term papers can wait. Oh, That's what I was trying to avoid. A conversation about body mass. Okay, we've had that conversation 5 times a day for the last month, because we keep watching Predator and all you talk about is Weathers and Jess the Body Venturer, and how many pounds they can pack on.